Hey everybody, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Ready to Die Fighting. I'm Chris, and I am in my basement, but this is not a bike video. I am going to be working on my bike while I talk to you a little bit, just because I'm multitasking and a little short on time. But I just wanted to update you on how things are going with the hysterectomy. If you don't know, work in a bike shop. And so part of my job is to lift bikes and wrench on them and whatnot. And, post-surgery, you're not supposed to lift anything 10 pounds. And the bikes we have are more than 10 pounds. So, the 6-week break from work was definitely necessary. However, I was supposed to, since I'm at 6 weeks now, I was supposed to go back to work at the end of this week. But about a week and a half ago, I was feeling good. Like, I was feeling really, really good. And Nate wanted to go on a bike ride. And I'm like, you know what? Good idea. It was in the evening, temperature and weather was perfect. Actually, no, it was kind of rainy and cold. But, that's fine. I can handle rainy and cold better than I can handle heat. So we're very much a winter family. And so I thought it was a great idea. There's a couple of restaurants just a couple miles away. I was like, yeah, let's go ride and get some dinner and come back. And it sounded like a great plan. And it was about 6 miles round trip. The first 4 miles, fantastic, no issues. We did take a few breaks along the way, just because it wasn't planned necessarily, but just the way things work. And then I hit about that 4-mile mark. And at that point, you're out. You got to go home, right? That was bad. That was a bad idea. That was about 2 miles too far. And I started having, for one, I was just exhausted. I was done. But also I started getting pain in my abs, in the lower section on either side of my scars, right around down here. And it was sore, like a muscle sore kind of feeling. Not excruciating. I was able to finish the bike ride, but I did not enjoy it. Got home and completely crashed and stayed in bed. Yeah, all night, and I think the following day, for most of the day, I was laying down. And, I still felt a little bit sore, but since I was, at this point, it was 4 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks, just about. And so I had been feeling so good, I was like, I'm a little sore, but, it's probably fine. And so I rested most of the day, and then I started doing some stuff around the house and kind of working in the garden a little bit. And I was trying to take it easy and not working for a long time, not lifting anything too heavy. Somewhere in there I did something and it started hurting bad. It was a lot of pain. And it may have been psychological. Because I started getting pretty nervous and worried that I had actually mess something up. I wasn't really sure what exactly or how it worked or anything, but it wasn't good. And I was actually at the point where I had stopped wearing a binder. I wasn't wearing taking any pain medication, but I was starting to feel kind of that same feeling where maybe my organs weren't being held in all that good anymore, and sneezing and coughing was extremely painful again. And I was like, oh, God. But then I went to the doctor. I had an appointment already scheduled, just as a follow-up. And, the doctor tells me basically to stop my belly aching. It was basically just skeletal muscle pain. Apparently, he said that I was actually healing really well. I described the symptoms I was having and what happened, and he's poking around different places and whatnot, and he said I'm actually healing really well. And when he cut me open, he he said it all kind of fast, and I don't know if I followed it exactly, but it sounded like when he cut me open, he had to push my ab muscles to the side to get to all my organs and rip them out. And I think there's like a nerve that runs down along the sides. And so in doing that, it irritates the nerve, or I don't think it damaged it, but like just bothered it or something. And so as the muscles are trying to get back into place, and heal and all that, you just have these types of problems. And so he said, he gave me some muscle relaxers and told me to rest a little bit longer, take it easy. But I was right to keep pushing and doing more each day. And he said, once I feel up to it, he cleared me for all activity. I asked him, was there any weight limitations and things? He said, no. If it hurts, put it down. and that's basically it. If it hurts, stop. Take a rest for a couple days, try it again. So I'm clear to do anything I need to. He did extend my time off, so I'm not going back to work this week. And based how I felt last week, that felt like very much the right choice. This week, I actually feel a lot better. The last few days in particular, I've been pretty active and doing stuff in the garden, and I feel fine. I'm not wearing the binder anymore. I'm not really taking the muscle relaxer very much. I will take it at night sometimes just to, I don't know, figure just to help me sleep or whatever, and kind of a preventative thing. But I feel like that made a big difference. Once I started taking the muscle relaxer, that pain went away, even when I'm not on it. Like, it should be out of my system by now, but like, I'm fine. I actually just lifted this bike up into the stand. So that's kind of how that's going. I had a big scare, and I was laid up in bed for several days, and it seemed like laying around actually didn't make me feel any better. I actually didn't feel better until I took the muscle relaxers, I put the binder back on, and I started moving around again, and the pain subsided. So I don't know. Is it the moving? Was it the drugs? Was it a few days of rest? Combination of all three. I don't know. Of course, this is the wrong size. So that's where I'm at with that. I think that lesson learned. And they're not real clear. They say take it easy, listen to your body. That's so vague. Like, what does take it easy? Like, to me, when we've gone on, I can easily do a 10, 15, even a 20-mile bike ride. Riding just 6 miles with 3 breaks, to me that is taking it easy. But it was too much. It was too much. So lesson learned. It really scaled me all the way back. I ended up using the little cart in the little wheelchair thing at the store when I went shopping. Like, I felt like I was back to week 1. It sucked. But recovery. So I guess it was like a relapse and now recovery. And it happened pretty quickly, over the course of just a few days. I feel back to where I was at before. So, yay. I was able to lift this up with no issue. Been working in the garden without very little problem. I'm careful about my movements. I'm trying not to do a lot of twisting and lifting, and especially twisting and lifting at the same time. Trying to keep things using my legs to lift things primarily, which, you're supposed to do anyway. And, just really being conscious of how my body's moving. But I feel good. So, thanks for everyone who's been concerned and given me good advice and support and all that. I appreciate it. And I think that's it. I probably won't do any more updates on this. You know what? I probably will do one more, because once I go back to jiu-jitsu, I'll let you guys know once I get back to class how that goes, which I'm planning on doing, hopefully, the end of this week. I'm going to try that out, perhaps. So I'm going to give myself, I think, a solid 1 more week, and that'll be 7 weeks that I've been not doing any real strenuous activity, and see how that goes. I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to do light, just the class, going to work with people who are smaller than me, much smaller than me, and see how it goes. I'm a little excited, a little bit scared. But I do plan on, this week, I plan on doing some, not necessarily workouts, but just kind of some, like, getting back moving and the flexibility, kind of moving with my body weight a little bit more and see how I feel before I go back to class. So I'll do an update on that and let you guys know what happens, if I regret it or not. I don't know. I feel like it can go either way. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Hopefully you did that. And I will catch you guys in the next video.